Okay, it should be coming up here. Use the channel recording. Oh yeah. Okay, so we're back to some more teasers without flood. I forgot about this teaser actually. At least in my mind. Because I might have been thinking of something else about this, but yeah, there's a little bit two-parter for this one. This over here, very recognizable person. Oh, that's gonna be explained later, I think. Anyway, shorter than the Germany one, so it's probably gonna take as long, but I'm gonna move it in here and give some thoughts on it as per usual with these. Right thread. In the fires of the Great War, the Social Democratic Arbeiter Party, bound by the chains of avowed, threatened to destroy our empire within. Strangely, for one reason or another, the party surprised us. Marxist wing was expelled and members voted newly unanimously in favor of the war, shouting sights against Tsar's autocracy, cries which left them straight as so-called comrades. The will was tested once again when the German Revolution broke out, yet once again they struck to our side. For this loyalty, they persisted. Yet terrorists fought against the war and not put down their arms, assassinated for the left of the plague Vienna. Factory clogged and cared from sabotage. Response is not enough to sever Snake's head. Something must be done about this mess. Let the mess do something about us first. Yeah. So yeah, in the base game Red Flood, usually I don't remember exactly, but I think whenever you go to the reaction, some we bring the I forgot the name of it. It's been so long since I played Red Flood. Something about the God, it's been forever. I'm sorry, it's been like a while since Austria, but I remember the certain party would basically get you a revolution from the Marxists, and yeah, the party, different factions slipped my mind. It's been a while, but yeah, they usually always start an uprising, but this time it's gonna be a lot. That'll be changed a lot. There's a lot of things that's gonna be changed over here, and the whole like Marxist uprising is gonna be, or at least Red Revolution is gonna be changing left Austria. I don't entirely remember. Again, it's been so long since I played Red Flood because it's been it's been like in this eternal state of updates, like of no step back. Like the fucking next DLC is gonna come by the time this no step back update Red Flood comes. I'm betting my money on that. I've been whooping $1 on it. Anyway, Nationalist ramblings. Yeah. But Red Thread's definitely not that good. It's not too bad. National ramblings, stability, population pretty nice. Germany. What's the state? Some claim to be a socialist dictatorship and stay by the Judeo-Politisk I don't know how you say that. Some claim it to be nothing but such a Prussian power of application to prevent Austrian expansion in the 19th century. There are some who use the positive words. Those men of the Altdeutsches Heimat and the Volksparty, those who claim to be Germany's ancient land blessed by God, nearby people. I think that's the oh yeah, that's fuck, his name slipped my mind. That's the guy with Germany and the neo-pagan guy. New pagan guy. His name slipped my mind. I'm trying to remember it real quick. It'll come to me eventually. Anyway, these delusional radicals have been nothing but a thorn outside, calling for the dissolution of our empire, remove our dynasty. We can pitch with these fools, but as time goes on, a lot of them know that how thin our patience will stretch. Only. Yeah, it seems like Austria. It seems like the whole war with Austria is still gonna be a thing. Which that's really different. Yeah, Red Van Low. Yeah, that's his name. Richwindler. Ernst Graf Zulefindler. That guy. I remember Ernst, but I don't remember anything else. Like, it's funny because I read that German team not too long ago. I remember most of the other people from the Germany one. I don't know why I forget him. Anyway, ongoing federalizations, not bad. Kind of actually that one. Actually, nah. So yeah, -10 with that one. Anyway, the United Great Austria is fan-financed patriotic, and the saving grace of our empire is enough for the plans to be made during the Twilight Agreement will be sure to will fall apart to nationalism and separatism. However, our star in the sky is not without flaws. As even the best laid plans of mice and men often go away. They live in Austria who have blocked the full implementation of our federalization program. Petty nationalists who claim that we are undergoing the process of chickenization. Others protest for the rights as minorities of the empire, claiming that we are only serving the tiny chains which bind their feet. You be press onward. Eventually, our goal for the federalized empire will come to fruition under God's grace. I wonder how true that can be, whether it can be like full democratic or not. These are the parties over here. We got the Gaulische Kreis, from Ludwig von Mises, the Crisis Socialist Party, with Ferdinand over here. The Aloysius Hammer and Volksparty, Adolf Portal, which we'll see soon enough. And then we got the Kaiserliche Königliche Kreis, and Despotist French Ferdinand. Okay, so I'm guessing that like a democratic federation or a more despotist one. I don't know what goes on. Over here, and the Brother Kane. The opposition in the Brother Kane. We're engaging the GSS over here. So, Pierce Revolution, empire that will never die. We'll see, won't we? For Kane, because the vote to the lower social democratic party left markets behind the so-called authentic SDAP and communist KPO, and threats are not only to our pure state structure but also for nationhood as a whole. These cat paws of Perlin are subject to plenty of harassment from the government and paramilitaries, but still do command a base in some sectors of the cities. It's important to keep an eye for them because these ends boot in the neck. That's another nemesis season opportunity. I gotta check something. Okay, sorry about that. Let's double check something real quick. See, there's nothing really explaining what these are gonna do. Although I was saying based on this one, it's gonna be like deciding how we're gonna deal with the radical left and the communists, and the SPD. See how we're gonna be doing with them. Which probably leads to the various leaders coming into power. You're shaking ties to Rome. To the end of the Great War, our diplomatic solution has been a delicate balancing act. To the north and east, the communists licked their bloody fangs in Latvia and Hungary. Those are Slavs in there. Fuming inspiration and no less than mortal foes. Fligas and enemies is Italy. Our bastion of the old order. The spiritual past the movements of the bona fide X to recognize the movements of Boniface X. Boniface the 10th, I don't know. I think I can play with that. To recognize the Hemor Republic up north, we have a mutual understanding, a brotherhood of faith, after all. We were one of the first to recognize the line in city-state after it was established. Therefore, it's important to renew the tradition of holding the government of Rome and St. Petersburg. So I wonder if that would lead to like an alliance or something. Would be pretty cool. Anyway, after this, engaging the GSS. In 1918, returns still loved to the trenches once more, defending empire against the mega communist aggression. Formerly Germanicist Sturmschutzen, since then, Adolf Peitzel's association of militants have been used for increasingly unruly on our side. Both in their position in the Viennese communists and the ongoing watch of the German boy havoc. The hateful nationalist ideology is utterly repugnant, and unfortunately, recent years have seen the associations of these who grow more bold and voicing what they think should be done to solve our growing problems. As well as some choice over those who do with the Imperial House. It will be prudent for us to move with the charismatic puzzle to ensure its priorities still match ours, lest this mad dog decide to buck his teeth and turn his back, barker to a bite. So yeah. Elf Peitzel over here, looking very similar to one man over here. We also got Ludwig von Mises, libertarian capitalism. Here with the liberal part. So I do wonder how desperate this friend's gonna be over here. Anyway, also anocracy. That's a real thing, but I don't remember what it is, but you guys can look it up. Nah, I don't remember. I thought I did, but I was thinking, nah. Anyway, a winter's walk. It was a chill February day in the Hofburg Bergarten. and Franz Ferdinand's hands were shaking. The cold wind chilled to his bones, yet the icy breeze wasn't what was shaking him, but age. He was approaching 20 years of rule and had just turned 72 a couple months prior. Some saw in the street even just and called him Signal, the nerve. Although they weren't far from the truth, his memory had been failing more often these days. There was a nephew Carl running things in his name. Franz Ferdinand shook his head and began walking faster. 20 years, huh? He's not a lot in those years, quite a lot. While the Empire shrunk, it was all on neck gain to lose those pesky hunks. Those architects of venom poisoning the lifeblood of the entire structure. His realization attempts had been going swimmingly, and the checks had proved to be much better subjects than he expected, and he inspected highly from the outset. Franz Ferdinand's head set to hurt to try to recall all the events of the last 20 years. Magnificent years, shut out since during his rule, issued the petulant pan-Germanic rebel, always standing over years ugly hair, but the common folk has never been the most peaceful. That's why I had the Kaiser lead them and guide them by the grace of God. Franz Ferdinand's chest suddenly started feeling tired as he slowed his walking pace. He tried to put his mind on it by thinking about the future. What happened to his empire once he eventually passed on to heaven? In a decade or so. Sure, his nephew Carl would be a good Kaiser, but he was worried sometimes about that boy. He was too soft, too easily portrayed by populist rhetoric and propaganda. He made him popular, sure, but in the wrong hands, he got up in the time market. In these times, that was all we had. The Kaiser was symbol of stability and safety. Without a Kaiser, thud, thud, thud. Franz Ferdinand's heart was tighter than a drum, even though he had been staying in place for minutes at this point. Vince started swimming in his eyes, helping. Dear God, help! Someone help me, please! She had cut short by a wave of pain, and he fell to the floor. This was it, wasn't it? The end, and so soon? There's something left to do, so much. His eyes slowly closing, saw a figure approaching him from above. Angel, come to take him to heaven? Lips creaked out, soft answered on the screen. The fifth minute last week, I'm ready, Lord. The Kaiser is dead. Austrian Kaiser is dead. The Polish Central Europe jostled today as news broke out from the death of the Kaiser Franz Ferdinand I. Before his monarch had a massive shoe to fill into the death of Franz Joseph in 1916, it was practically an institution itself, and the Great War threatened to share the whole Austrian Hungary. The president warned the conscripts trying to quiet his loving discontent. What was the story state? The order of Vienna endured. The Court of Austria had held back Italian vessels lying off the broker peace between the Ottomans and stop revolutionary Germans. Gains in South of taking over reigned. But now the Kaiser practically represented Austria, rising from the dark and the dead, evident for a heart attack. There was much speculation when it comes to giving his nephew an heir public image. Autumn reformer in similar vein, in adaptation of the Republican the socialist, yet Habsburg's throne general. Once more to an unforeseen future. Yeah, I feel like this would be. I feel like this could be interesting. At least in my opinion, especially with the list of over here, with some of the focus over here. Das Führerprinzip. And Dolphus is reformer. That's Agobert Dolphus. Yeah, I think he was a path over here, but yeah, they changed it to be like Paizo's advisor. Yeah, very recognizable in case you don't know what Paizo is. I don't remember if they explain exactly why his name is Paizo. His last name is Paizo. If there is, probably mention it in the next teaser, if I remember that is. We got anti-user reaction and French Catholic values. That's of a. I think this is Paizo's tree. Pretty sure this is Paizo's tree. I don't think they showed anyone else's tree, so I don't think that's from somebody else's. Or like these are some from somebody else's. I don't know. There's not really much to it. But yeah. But again, this is in the vein of Germany. It's going to be part of a much larger rework, much larger update for Germany. I think it's Blood and Iron. I think that's going to include Austria as well. So yeah, this is like laying the foundations for a bigger update, just like with Germany. It's not a full-blown update. It's basically laying the groundwork so that when the update comes, there's always going to be shit that they do. But yeah, I've heard that they're trying to release the update this month as of May, so that video comes out. The update is coming up, or it's not gonna come up. I really do hope so. I want to play some Red Fun again. I want to show, and I said I wanted to do that at Taliban Pass, and I really want to. I'm going to. Either that, actually not the Taliban. I might do that one as well, but I want to do the Needy path. The radical liberal. I want to do his path as well. I don't know, I might do both paths. But yeah. It's basically going to be it today. This is going to be much shorter video than the German one. This is before it's laying the groundwork stuff. My thoughts looking interesting. That's big. Yeah, I think it's going to be interesting on how exactly it's going to be, considering that this ain't gonna be full-blown updates. But I am interested in what's gonna be coming with these updates and what are gonna be some things to come. Because I'm really looking forward to. I'm looking forward to like the two big ones to be the French and German updates. There's some other ones. I think there was gonna be in America will work. There's gonna be some stuff in Russia as well, but I don't remember. But yeah. So boy, the Mad Artist with a little teaser video, and yeah, we'll do some recording because I really want to record some Red Flood stuff again. So I do hope that things start going back onto the up and up, and hopefully I don't forget any teasers that appeared. I'm pretty sure I didn't talk about this one. I'm pretty sure it just slipped my mind knowing me. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this teaser, and I hope I have more of these to give them a bit more of my thoughts about all this good shit. Do that. I'll see you later.